Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Habari za hasaburi. Habari za hasaburi. Karibu ni nyumbani kwangu. Twendi zetu kuja na mimi kula chakula miji baridi. Utakiti. Kachini. Kumpumzika. Unakaribishwa hapa kila wakati. Marafiki yangu. Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday morning. It is Wednesday morning. It is Wednesday morning. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to these YouTube streets. This is your homegirl. Barbosa. Arabia. Barbosa. Yeah. So, it is what it is. Everyone, it is what it is. Yo, shout out to the chat. Yo, shout out to everyone that went live yesterday. Shout out to everyone that went live yesterday and entertained us. And I had a few laughs, and a few coming to Jesus moments. So yesterday afternoon, believe Empress Lonnie went live, and she she saw me. I was in her chat. I was in Lonnie's chat, and Lonnie had said to me, she said, "Oh, Arabia, I just want to let you know that Farm and Navy is requesting for you to come to her link, or and she was telling me what it was about and all this other stuff. And I understand very well what Lonnie was saying, but Lonnie also said when she was in her predicament a couple of years ago, nobody came to her rescue. Nobody helped her out, and she's right. She's right, because and the way she was talking about it, yeah, she is absolutely right. Nobody came to Lonnie's rescue. Very few people felt sympathetic, for the situation that Lonnie was in, but Lonnie was able to make it through. She's a very strong lady. Shout out to Empress Lonnie One Love. And as far as me hitting anyone's link to talk about Kwame Brown and how he treats the women in this sector, me personally, I have never had an issue with him personally, because I don't deal with people I don't fucking like. See, that's the problem with a lot of people in the sector. They deal with people they don't like for whatever reason. And at that particular time, there was a lot of people that wanted to be around Kwame Brown when he first came to the YouTubes, not because of him being a spectacular person or anything like that. It's all because the man is a celebrity. He's an ex-NBA player. From what I understand, he endured 12 years of the NBA. He never stayed with just one team, and he was a lazy basketball player. He's a bust right now. And the only thing I have to say concerning him is I have noticed over the years that he has mistreated a lot of the women in this sector. Let's say that again. He has mistreated a lot of women in this sector. Okay? Even women that was riding out with him. When he turned against Sister T, Queen Regina, everyone should have took their cue. Everyone should have took their cue. When the rabbit trials were going on, everyone should have took their cue. How he treated brown-skinned lady in Moonlight, everyone should have took their cue. But a lot of people are hard people to learn anything. And people want to be surrounded by someone that they consider a celebrity. If it's going to cost you your peace of mind, your peace of your spirit, a piece of your soul, don't get involved. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. But if I'm going to talk about Kwame Brown, then what Farmer Nancy needs to understand and realize, nobody's going to, but congratulations, Farmer Nancy, because she is monetized now. Congratulations, Farmer Nancy. But I am not going to waste my time coming to support you, Farmer Nancy, as long as you are entwined with the bishop. Now, everybody wants to talk about Kwame Brown and how disrespectful he is towards women. What about how the way Bishop has treated some of the women in this sector with such disregard and disrespect? Not too long ago, Bishop went on the meal tickets panel and disrespected Sister T. He had threatened to sexually assault 2 of Sister T's sons. Sister T afforded him a certain amount of time to apologize. He never did. Matter of fact, he doubled down on it. So some people want to talk about how disrespectful Kwame Brown is. Talk about how disrespectful Bishop is. Talk about that. Shout out to Farmer Nancy, but I'm not going to be coming over there, to do anything as long as you're dealing with Bishop. That's just the way it is going to be, man. For real, for real. For real, for real. I can't hide my disdain and my displeasure with that man. That man threatened to sexually assault Sister T's sons. And you can't tell me you don't know anything about it. You do know something about it. You should talk to him about it. Because he's going to cost you a lot of support. He's going to cost you a lot. You know what I mean? So shout out to the chat, the YouTube streets. I'm going to support you from afar. I'm not going to... So I'm not going to be coming over there visiting or nothing. I'm not going to be hitting your link, nothing. Until you address the problem that's very near to you. That's very near to you. And that's the problem with a lot of women in the sector. They put up a lot of disrespect coming from some of these men. Coming from some of these so-called male YouTube creators. People that are perfect straight. When a man calls another woman a bitch, just realize he's going to do the same thing to you. The man can disrespect another woman's children, another woman's home in such a way. He'll do the same thing to you. You got to watch how people treat other people. And I'm very aware that this sector is filled up with a lot of criminal-minded people, a lot of career criminals. We're surrounded. There ain't no fucking escape. But some of us are reformed and others are not. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, the BT 1000. 914 Westchester County, New York, coming to you with another live video. I am not going to go in any facility or hit any link dealing with Bishop going forward. I will not. He disrespected Lonnie. He disrespected Lovelace. He disrespected Sister T. He has disrespected some women, some key women in the sector. He has disrespected. Everyone knows what Bishop did was wrong. Everyone wants to talk about Kwame Brown and what Kwame Brown did and how he did. I didn't have any close dealings with Kwame Brown. I just watched the way he treated the rest of you women that chose to be around him. You know what kind of person he is. You know. So you know what the fuck you're getting. Because when Tommy Sotomayor came out and said, look, X, Y, and Z about Kwame Brown, I listened, but I let time march on. I continued to monitor what was going on, not because I went over there to Kwame Brown's channel and started sitting in the fucking chat. No, I never dealt with that nigga. I don't like that nigga. And I make it very clear. And I have to make clear my stance about Bishop. So it's going to be clear. No misunderstandings. Trust me, I love you, Farmer Nancy, but this is my response to what I was told by Lonnie. And I'm choosing not to hit your links. Congratulations on being monetized, but I'm choosing to stay away. As long as you want to talk about Kwame Brown, you got somebody in your camp that you need to be worried about. Yeah. So shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, this is my response. I'm doing it very quickly. I'm doing it this morning. You know, I wanted to do it yesterday, but I said, let me sit on this for a minute. Let me sit on this for a minute. But I understand the urgency of certain things. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Kwame Brown has done a lot to destroy the people in this sector. Not just women, a lot of people in this fucking sector. People that totally chose to object to him, chose to disagree with him. And he tried his best to destroy those people, men and women, along the way. Some people gave up on the notion that they would ever be friends with this man. But we see those that choose to stay around him. We see those that choose to stay around him or being drugged. The man is a millionaire. The man has come here to these YouTube streets to judge people, to drag people, to justify mistreating the everyday working Joe and Jane. The everyday working Joe and Jane is me and you and everyone else that has a job or people that have a career, people that, I'm going to tell you like this. When you go outside of your house, okay, or outside of your apartment, and you enter into another world to make money, to actively make some money to take care of you and your life situation, whatever you got going on, that's being the everyday working Joe and Jay. I don't have Oprah Winfrey money. I don't have Nicki Minaj money. I don't have Madonna money. I don't have Michael Jackson money. I don't have a politician's money or their salary. I don't have a congressman's salary going on. So I am considered what? The everyday working Joe and Jane. I live check by check by check by check. My life how I do during the day or at night, because I used to work overnights. That decides whether I continue on the pathway I'm on right now or I discontinue. If I discontinue, then disaster would probably follow me. And that's a reality. People like Kwame Brown doesn't have to work anywhere. So, of course, he feels he's superior to all of you other people. And some of you have been walking around feeling hurt for years and years about how this man mistreated you. Okay, he mistreated you, so why go around him? Why go around his fucking Goonies? And last time I looked, and I do believe Bishop was once a Kwamite, a very loyal Kwamite. For whatever reason, I don't know. People tried to give him chance after chance, tried to afford him opportunity, to be normal just like everybody else. But when you threaten to sexually assault another woman's children, I got an issue with that. I got a problem with it. Shit is fucking wrong. And everybody fucking knows it. Nobody can deal with the shit that happened in the past, whatever happened in the past on these YouTube streets has happened, has gone, has passed away. Some people have survived what they had to survive. But I'm talking about for right now. And everyone heard what the fuck he said on the meal tickets platform. He disrespected the meal ticket with his bullshit, with his tonteria. Good morning, Trade Spectives. Oh, I've been running my mouth all this time. Hold on, Trade Spectives. Trey Spectors and Rachel Banks, thank you for coming in. Good morning. Good morning. I acknowledge you. Thank you for coming. Yes, I'm so sorry. I was so much in my own vibe and my own thoughts, and this was my response as to what the news that I received yesterday. When I was in Lonnie One Loves chat. And when I go over to see another YouTube creator, I'm not interested in leaving their chat to participate in any types of foolishness on the YouTubes, any type of nonsense. Nonsense. Something that ain't got nothing really to do with me. You know what I mean? Personally. That's the way I feel. Bishop needs to apologize for the words he spoke to Sister T about her children. That's what he need to do. One of her children actually is a minor child. We done had a lot of people say some crazy shit on these YouTubes, but that really took the fucking cake for me. Shout out to the chat. I want to thank everyone that came in this morning to visit with me. I know it's not easy. I know it's early in the morning. I know that certain people are probably live. It is what it is. I'm not here to compete with nobody. I'm just here to do my own content, and responding to people is my own content. I don't have to play anybody's video. I don't have to play the video. I don't have to play the audio. I don't have to replay the words anyone spoke. I can speak for myself. And I'm not going to give Bishop any shine. And me going to anybody's platform, hitting the link, and I know they're dealing with him, I don't need to give him a shot. I don't need to give him no shot. So congratulations to Farm Nancy, but no, I will not be hitting your link. No. You need to address the problem. Forget about Kwame Brown for a minute. You need to address the problem that's around you right now. It's an issue, whether you know it or not. Like somebody got broken glass on the floor, and they don't see it right away, and they're walking on the glass, and they have no shoes, and they have no socks. You have no sandals on. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. So it is what it is, everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying their week. If people want to, they can look at my community wall as well. At my short videos. I've been doing a lot of shorts videos lately. I might go live later. I might drop the link later for whoever wants to drop the link. Anybody can talk to me when I drop my link. I'm going to put it like that. I feel comfortable more being over here dropping my links than going to anyone else's channel and hitting their link. For real. That's the way I really fucking feel. And I'm not going to sugarcoat how I fucking feel. And sometimes we don't need people around us that are going to be yes men. For real. We don't need that. And we don't need another hero neither. So I'm not trying to be a yes man, and I'm not trying to be nobody's hero. But I am going to say this. There's a YouTube channel that I've shared on my community wall. And it told the story about how a king had a powerful kingdom and how he had become king, but he was unhappy. He was unmarried. He was unhappy. He was becoming sickly. He no longer laughed. He no longer smiled. He knew something was wrong. What did he do? He knew that he needed someone to help him fight a battle, fight a war that he knew was there, and he wanted to do something about it. So what did he do? He went into the village. He disguised himself. He did not wear his kingly robes. He disguised himself as a regular farmer. He went there. He went into the market area. He saw the women. He saw the men. He was interested in finding himself a wife, a partner, a soulmate, someone that would not be afraid of the truth, someone that wanted the truth. He was tired of the yes men. He was tired of the smiling vipers. So he met two different women in the market that day. One spoke to him very sweetly, very nicely. The other one was very frank about what she was thinking. She felt very strongly. She was convicted with her strong morals and feelings of right and wrong. And what ended up happening? He ended up marrying the woman that everybody in the village kept saying was a disagreeable woman. Why was she considered disagreeable? Because she was someone that questioned. She questioned authority. She questioned anyone. If you were trying to cheat her or anyone, she questioned you. She exposed you. She put you on the spot. That's the woman he married. And when he married her, what ended up happening? His health came back. You know why? Because she fired the head cook and took over the cooking duties. She went into the house. She made sure everyone that was there was doing their job. If they wasn't doing their job, she got rid of them. She fired them. She didn't play with them. When she found out that certain people were stealing money from the kingdom, stealing money from the king, she exposed them. And what happened? Those that she went up against, what did they try to do? They tried to destroy her. But it didn't work. And in the end, the queen and the king sat on the throne. They ruled for many, many years. The people were happy. You know why? Because of his wife. She was not a yes man. She was not an ass kisser. Shout out to the chat. She was not a dick sucker. See, we got a lot of dick suckers. We got a lot of ass kissers. And we got a lot of doormats in the sector. And we got some people that refuse to be a doormat. So shout out to the chat. And those people are very unpopular in this sector. And that's reality. That I'm just being real. I'm just being me. I'm just being focused on what I need to do. This is my channel. I don't need to go to anyone else's channel and hit their link, especially if it's on a subject I don't want to get involved in and I don't want to have nothing to do with. Yes, it's correct that Kwame Brown does mistreat people in this, men and women. But let's get that right. Let's say that again for the people in the back. Kwame Brown has mistreated men and women in this sector. People that were close to him. People that were helping him for years. Not 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. When I saw the way he treated the people that was around him, I said, oh, hell no. Definitely not. Definitely not. I might have had one disagreement, verbal confrontation with Kwame Brown on another person's platform. It happened a while ago, over a year ago, I would say. I guess it was around the same time I had that disagreement with Garrett Chavis. Yeah, because I remember that disagreement. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. On my platform and on another YouTube creators platform. Shout out to Vince the Sniper. Shout out to Vince. Yeah. Shout out to the real men in the sector. And we got some real ones. You know? This whole sector is not filled up with beta males. But we do got a lot of men in the sector who are ass kissers, who are dick suckers, and who are doormats. We got a lot of men in the sector just like that. Some content creators that are like that. We got some men that sit in the chat all day long. Some that moderate for other YouTube creators. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. So it is what it is. And I refuse to really sit back and allow anyone to convince me, oh, well, you know, X, Y, and Z. When I know how Kwame Brown is, but most of the men that have dealt with Kwame Brown have agreed with Kwame Brown and you know, in their time period of being on YouTube's in an indirect way, they want to have something to do with him again. So that's why they keep mentioning Kwame Brown's name. Don't give Kwame Brown no fucking shine. Let his channels die. Fuck Kwame Brown. And fuck the Kwamites. And I'm saying that, and I mean that from the bottom of my Cape Verdean heart. Fuck Kwame Brown, and fuck the Kwamites, and fuck anybody that supports them. Directly or indirectly. Because we got a lot of indirect dick suckers on this platform. And that's the truth. And that's my opinion. That's my thought on it. My screen is reading that I got a certain amount of people in my chat. The screen is reading that I got a certain amount of likes for this video. But I know when I end this video, I'm going to have all kinds of people that were sitting in the bushes. So thank you for your view. And thank you for those that actually showed up in my chat and said good morning and started tippity typing, because those people support me. Even the ghosts, even if you are sitting in the bushes, when you come over here and view any of my videos or you to listen to anything I say, you support this channel. And thank you for your support. Thank you for your view. Thank you for your likes and shares. If you choose to like the video and share the video. You know, yesterday when I went live, it showed that in the chat, because only certain people typed in, there was a certain amount of people in the chat. But when I closed out the video, there was over 20 people that came through on the YouTube streets to listen to me. Thank you for your view. Thank you for your view. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you. Whether you're sitting in the bushes or you're sitting in the clouds, I might do a short video talking about that. I want to shout out to everyone that supports my channel, all my subscribers, everyone that subscribed to this channel, everyone that can hear the sound of my voice. You know what I mean? People that have been knowing me for years. Some people have been knowing me for 1 year, 2 years, 3. There are some people that have been knowing me for 5 years. 5 years, 6 years. I don't know how long. I got a few that have been following me ever since I even started doing videos. Yeah, some people remember when I first started going over to Tommy Sotomayor channel, or Tanya TKO channel, or Cynthia G channel. Some people remember me. Shout out to those that remember. Yeah. And then I'm subscribed to other YouTube creators that got big followings. Shout out to those YouTube creators. Because when they go live, the chat moves very quickly. But when I come in, they automatically say, hello, Arabia. They might not shout me out, but they acknowledge that I'm there. Because some people on this app I've been supporting for years. Been supportive of them for many, many years. They value that. They keep that close to their heart. And I appreciate everyone, whether I agree with you or disagree. And one thing I'm going to let it be known, and this is why I'm being called a bitch, in certain circles, because I am someone that will disagree. If I don't agree with something, I'm going to say, hey, I don't give a fuck about that. I disagree with that. And I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to do videos and go, oh, let me start a war. Let me start a fight. Let me do that. Fuck that shit. All the thing I gotta do is speak my Swahili or speak my Spanish. For real, for real. Someone come to me with some bullshit, with some tonteria. One thing I usually say now is Nini Kuzimu Kila Wakati. Nini Kuzimu Kila Wakati. Wewe ni Mukundu. Kuwa makini. No carajo conmigo. No carajo conmigo. Spin the Bible is one of the songs I've written and I have put on the YouTube streets. I have used it in some of my videos. It's a song I wrote. People need to listen to the lyrics of that song. Spin the Bible. I wrote that. Tippity type. I'm talking about the chat workers. I wrote that. There's plenty other short music videos I've done. Cocotazo, 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 Cocotazo. I wrote that. Karibu ni umbani kewango. I wrote that. And a lot of the stuff I do in English, Swahili, and Spanish. Because I want the whole world to understand me. Some people understand the English. Some people understand the Spanish. Some people understand the Swahili. That's the point. Because I'm trying to build a bigger audience than what I got right now. It's important to me. Some people say to me, well, Arabia, they're interested in learning Swahili. They're interested. And so what do? I do little short videos and I translate what certain words mean. That's what I do. Because I want everyone to understand me. I want you to understand me. I don't want no misconception. I don't want nobody to misunderstand me or, I want to be understood. That's what I want. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. And somebody came in with the name XXXX. Okay. Thank you for coming in. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to everyone in my chat. Thank you for coming in, XXXX. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you coming in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for showing up. Yeah, man. So that's what I came up here to do. Give my response and give a little commentary on who I am, what I want, and I agree and agreeing to disagree. And I agree with moving on. I do. It's just certain things that I want to do that maybe other people are not willing to do. Other people are too afraid to do it. So they want to put certain weight and pressure on my shoulders. You can't do it. I've been here too long. And one thing I've never done is certain things I've never done on this platform. I'm not going to start doing them now. For real, for real. I'm going to stand behind a lot of the women and a lot of men in this sector that I agree with. And I just realized that I have accepted that we're not going to see eye to eye all the time. There's going to be some disagreements. And people have to start accepting that people are not going to agree with you all the time. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea all the fucking time. You're not going to be everybody's favorite candy. You're not going to be everyone's favorite anything. People like you one day and dislike you the next. But there are some people that are forever assholes. Yes, let's say it again for the people in the back. Let's get a new word out there. Forever assholes. Forever assholes. That might be my next song. But, I don't know. Forever assholes. I got a new song out. It's called let's see, the Bottom Shelf Gospel. Bottom Shelf Gospel. And in that song, I am saying I must go with my conscience. Whatever my conscience dictates, that is what I'm going to do. And I can't expect nothing from nobody else. I'm going to live my life. And if that means I got to stay on the bottom shelf and drink and eat what's there, that's exactly what the fuck I'm going to do. I don't need to go no higher. For real, for real. So shout out to everyone that came into my chat. Trey Spectors, thank you for coming in and moderating for me. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all my moderators. I know some people are not here right now. It's a few minutes to 3 o'clock in the morning if it's not after 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? Word. I got some errands and stuff to do today. So I got some other chores I need to do today. So I'm not going downtown today. I had planned originally to go downtown, but I'm not going downtown today. Because there's some other stuff that I need to do and it needs to be taken care of today. And I don't need any distractions. You know what I mean? Word. Yesterday I went downtown. It is what it is. I've come to accept certain things. That's the way it goes. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Your name is Marion. All right, Marion. Shout out to you. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah. So I'll probably go live later and drop the link. Anyone can come over and hit the link. For real, for real. That's usually how I do things. There'll be a few days I will not drop the links, but there'll be other days where I will drop the link. And there will be days I'll do that. So shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. I appreciate everyone coming over. Everyone coming over. And congratulations to Farmer Nancy for getting monetized. Congratulations. This might help with your GoFundMe situation. You know what I mean? Now that you're monetized, now you could probably do more for your channel, do more for other things that you want to do with your channel, and so forth and so forth. So congratulations. That is a big step to get monetized. For some people, they feel good when they see people, supporting them and donating to them and, helping out the channel. It makes some people feel good. I'm here not to make anyone feel terrible about anything I'm not here to punish anybody for decisions they've made, but I'm just aware. That I don't want certain people in my circle. And Bishop is one of them. Sorry. But not sorry. That man threatened to sexually assault a woman's children, and one of them happens to be an underage person. Someone that is not yet an adult. And I thought that was totally disgusting. Disgusting. And unacceptable. So, I hope everyone has an awesome day. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Y'all have a wonderful day. If you're at work, I want to shout out to all my people that are overnight, doing their overnight shifts, working. Shout out to them. Shout out to all my people that are doing jobs that are, considered unconventional. They're not normal jobs, because we do have a lot of people in the sector that work construction. We got a lot of people that work in retail. We got a lot of people that are truck drivers. We got a lot of people that work in transportation. X, Y, and Z. We got a lot of people that are every day working Joe and James. Yo, shout out to the everyday working Joes and James. Shout out to all the veterans that serviced this country. Shout out to all the veterans and active military personnel. We got a lot of problems going on in the world. And that's it. That's all I got to say. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that Cash App if you can, if you want to. Shout out to you. I'm out. Have an awesome day, everyone. Peace. Thank you.